Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so just trying to work with this YouTube studio. Oy vey. Anyway, I'm going to be working on my Helping Hand comic, and I'm pretty much going to be jumping around to different pages. Like I should be going sequentially, but it's like there's sometimes I just feel like I'm not feeling this page. I have a lot of that going on when it comes to this, but I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start working on this right here. I've already downloaded, I believe I've downloaded it. Yeah, I've already downloaded my SketchUp version of this picture here, so I'm going to see if I can access that. Let's see, I've got that in my, I think it's either in here. And I just pretty much pasted it into some of my source images. This is what the building, I kind of want the building to look like that with some changes. But, like, this part right here would be maybe a visitor's entrance, and then the other side of the building, which is where the rest of the public comes through, like the cops and stuff. So very few people come through this way. So this is where everybody else comes through, like people being released, cops coming in with folks. Most of the time they come in through the sides with their cop cars. There's going to be like an entrance coming through. So what I'm going to do is I've already uploaded my SketchUp image from my computer to my source images here on Google Docs or Google Slides. So I'm going to copy that and go ahead and paste it on into the page. Go ahead and clear this. Now we'll leave it for a moment. Let's see, paste, add, paste. Now, I'm only doing this because the writer says that they're walking up to some steps. Otherwise, they'd just be walking into the entrance. Either side, it doesn't matter to me. Let's see, I'm going to kind of distort it a bit so that the one thing about this program versus Photoshop is that if you have an oversized picture outside of your workspace, hey Tatted Hearts, yeah, outside my workspace, it cuts it off on this one, whereas Photoshop would retain it. So now I only have this little shot here, which kind of sucks. Hold up, let me try something else. Let me do this. And yeah, I do go to and visit pages that I have friends on Instagram. So if I have friended you, expect me to visit. I will make an appearance. Okay, Shucky Ducky. I don't know how I can make this work. I could go back to my SketchUp and do its thing. The only downside is that I've drawn this in kind of like a, what is it called? Isometric type of view. Let's see, canvas, edit, drawing guide, and we're already in isometric. So I guess what I'm going to try to do is fit this image so that it kind of gets into that isometric view, but I don't know, it just kind of loses a little bit of something. This is supposed to be a, let me see, not quite isometric. Let's see, get one of these lines to line up to where I need it to go. There we go. Excuse me. All right. Now I'd like to show people coming in and out of the building. The artist, or rather the writer, says that this has to be a shot from behind, and the building is huge, so in order to show the shot from behind, I thought it'd be easier to see them. Let's see, like this, like two main characters are down here in the corner, and then people are going into the building, because silly me thinks it's kind of silly to have people standing in front of a building that's probably busy first thing in the morning and chock full of people, either being released or, and to stand in front of the door just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care. Life goes on. Let's see, we'll make them smaller. But when you do something like this, it's like I lose the people. You know, if you're doing an establishing shot and you want to show emotion, it's kind of hard to do it from a distance like this. Like if I even bother drawing their faces, yeah, I might have to talk to him about this. This is why I haven't worked on page 5. It's supposed to be a splash page where it's full of frickin' text, them talking, but also standing in front of the building. I'm wondering if I draw it a different way, if it would look better. But this is why I'm jumping around, because it's like some of these things just don't make sense to me. I shouldn't be thinking this hard on it. I should just go ahead and draw it and get it over with and collect my money and run. But it's these are just some of the things that I need. Either I need a little bit more input, or I just need to just shut up and draw. Or I'm overthinking it, one or the other. So anyway, yeah, this is one of those things where I'm not really sure, and if I put time and effort into it, am I going to be changing it? Okay, bump it. We'll move on to a different one, but I don't want to waste time. I'll talk to him about it. But SketchUp looks frickin' good in this frickin' thing. Okay. Excuse me. I'll come back to 5 when I can, like, kind of swallow my bullshit. Anyway, I wanted to redraw this one, and I found some source images that I really liked. So I've got my 4 people that I want, their heads at least. I want her to lean back further. So let me get on her panel. Okay, see, she's by herself. Cool. Let me get on her, and I'll show you the image that I'm looking at for, you know, what I've got in mind. I'm going to tilt her back a little bit more, and I want her to kind of like be balanced against the table. And I'm doing my what is it called, recycling images, or maybe like this. I want her to be a little bit like, let's see, hold on. Let me look at my source image. It was, let's see, reset. Whoops. Deselect. Okay, wasn't in this one. Alright, so this is kind of like the pose that I want to use for her. I don't care about the head, where the head is right now. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using for her. Grab, whoops, there it goes, but it's not quite doing what I want it to do. There it is. Alright, we'll just make that a little bigger, and that's the pose I'm going to go for. But her head doesn't look natural, so let's see if we can kind of lean it forward, because let me try distorting it a bit. Just do uniform right quick. So I want her to like kind of look at the older guy right there. Then William's going to be kind of looking at the younger guy who's got his hand on his shoulder, and they're all pretty much talking to her, thinking that she's the bomb. But I'm trying to decide if I want William to look at her too, because he thinks she's the bomb as well. I don't know why. Okay. I'm going to pop her shoulders up a bit. We'll just erase everything here. That'd be easier. Just go ahead and start it over. Okay, 10. There we go. I'm going to switch brushes. I just don't like the outline brush when I do rough drawings. Now, the trick is to try to keep her in her size range here, her proportions, I guess. So as this is like this, and just for giggles, I'm going to go and grab a square. What did I do with my squares? There they are. I'll use this long one here. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and make some rectangles and stuff that I can use for later. I'll go ahead and copy that. That way I'm trying to stay consistent with my squares and whatnot, my panels. 16. There we go. And this way, this panel will let me know where to stop. You know, how much of their body should I be drawing. So we go to see if it'll take it. Add paste. Do freeform. And we'll kind of cut it off about right there. Then again, I need to give myself enough room for the text. Okay. So pretty much up to her thigh. And I'll lock that. Oop. Lock that. And that's on the inside. Whoops. And we'll just kind of have her hands about like right here. I gotta remember how her outfit looked. Give me one quick second. Okay, long sleeves, long sleeves. Okay, so I'm gonna have her roll up her sleeves just a bit. Just kind of push them upwards a little bit. Let's see. I think I want to move her arm here a little bit over a bit. Just a bit. There we go. We'll give her kind of like squared off 80s sleeves. I'm going to get rid of some of these lines. I don't feel the need to draw every fold. I just want the pose. We'll just kind of bring her jacket down a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be her table. Yeah, usually when you show emotion, you want to do that close. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to make her open her mouth and smile? I don't know. I'll just kind of do this sort of thing. Okay, let's see if we can do her fingers here. Excuse me. A little bit of phlegm. All right, too much information. A little bit of coffee first thing this morning. Dairy wants to play the fool on my body. Okay. All right. Alrighty. Just kind of have her jacket do its own thing here. Let me see what her collar looks like. Okay, it's pretty much smooth. Okay. Now, another thing I wish that Procreate had was the ability to like sample whatever brush that you were using. Like he's got this croc brush for his jacket, you know, and with an eyedropper tool and Photoshop, you can like sample, you know, color and whatever brush that you were using. I think Flash did that. I can't remember. Many moons ago. Oh, it was a drawing with a mouse. I do not miss you. Okay. Let's give her a little bit of. There we go. And then we'll fix her hair. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how I had it. Okay, so it's parted on the right side. Comes over. And she's got like some tendrils that come down. And it's supposed to be like a little ponytail, really messy ponytail. 16. Let's see, we'll grab her hair colors here. Let's see. Okay, so it won't let me make another layer. Shoot. Okay. That's going to be a problem if I can't make extra layers. Let's see. Well, we'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm going to grab. Let's see, we've got that brown. Oh, no. I'm trying to decide. I want her colors. There we go. So what I'll probably end up doing is just going ahead and merging a few layers. Let's see. I think I'll put him on the same layer as her, and that'll give me a free layer. There we go. Then I'm going to lock this one down because I have a tendency of coloring on the wrong layer. Make sure I'm on her layer. Okay, I like using the short hair, well, we'll use the other brush, fine hair brush. And this is a brush that comes with Procreate. You know what? Hold on. I kind of like how her hair was a little bit. We'll keep a little bit of that, and then we'll just go over it. Okay. And then I can do my little messy ponytail type of thing. And just kind of loosen it up a bit. I'll give her a little bit of dark tone beneath here. Okay, now for parts of the hair that I want to kind of make it look thicker, I usually go over it with the short hair brush, and it kind of smudges it. Then I come back with the fine hair brush with the tones. And it makes the hair look a little thicker. bit on this side here. It's like a really messy bun. And I'm trying to decide what I want to put in her hair to hold it like that. Take a little bit darker tone. Maybe a little bit lighter just because they are indoors. And just smudge it a bit. Excuse me about that. Alright. And we'll just give it like a little bit of white. Or actually, let's do add. Oh, we can't do an add layer, can we? Let's see, I'll need to merge another layer together. We'll do the add last. Okay. I was going to use the... oh, I do need another layer. Let's see. Maybe if I... because I don't want to have the same layer as where the colors are going to be. In case I need to change anything. Trying to think. Yeah, it kind of sucks to have limited. Let's see. See, I think I will end up merging. So let me see. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to erase some of the things I don't need. Let's see. I'm trying to decide, do I want to take... we do her and William. We do this one. Trying to decide what I want to do here. You see on his layer right here. Let's see in his hair. And in this scene, he's going to be wearing just his vest. I was trying to decide if I want her to grab him as they're leaving. Maybe see, I just probably put a clip here. Okay, so these other guys, let me see, how many panels was this one supposed to have? La, 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 la. This is page 16. I can't remember if it was supposed to have 2 or 3. Okay, so what I'm doing is basically going through the script here. So you guys see what I'm doing. Trying to get to 16. There we go, there's 15. One more. Come on, baby, one more. I didn't see the top part right here to find out how many panels I gotta work with. 2. Yes. Bump that 6 crap. Okay. Not that I'm resistant to it, but let me see, will it let me do it? I'm at 18, okay. Okay, so what I think I'll do is I'll merge this one down with this one. See, I'm gonna make sure that I don't have anything here that'll get in the way. Yeah, if you guys are ever collaborating with someone else, like you're illustrating their story, make sure you have really good contact with them. My contact is kind of so-so. I mean, not everybody can be up at 6 o'clock in the morning right now, just because I want it. We merge it down. But it will definitely help you in the long run. Okay, so we'll duplicate that, and then what I'll end up doing is merging my 2 panels onto the same layer. There we go. That looks like they're close together. Okay, so merge, unlock first. We'll merge those 2 together. Then we'll lock them again. So I have one more layer to play with. I really like to start putting these guys into thought balloons. This is going to get kind of tricky. Alright, so let's see. I think I've already at my limit layer. Nope, this is it. This is layer 18. Okay, so let me see if I can use the outline brush. The one thing I hate about this is that it's not uniformly black. Let's see. We do this. There we go. I'm going to edit that shape. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to keep this circle. And I'm going to paste it where my borders and whatnot are. Because I got plenty of room here. Okay. And just for giggles, yeah, layer 3. There we go. All right, so that'll be my go-to thought balloon or speech balloon. I'm gonna bring this up because I'm gonna be using it a lot. Trying to find where my, there it is. This is 17, there's 16. So about right here would be good. Let me get this out the way so I can still stay consistent. Lots of heads, a lot of naked bodies. Okay. This is going to go here. Anything I don't need is going to be pushed to the back. Okay, so I'm going to take the background here and change it to like a neutral gray. That way it'll show me if I'm missing anything, if people are just standing around naked, thought balloons are empty. Why didn't it select it? Let me drop the... Oh, that's right. Okay, when you have a selection, it's only hitting the outside of it. Silly Kim. I'm going to change it to black. Leave this at 10. I'm hoping that it's dropping into black here. There we go. That should stand out a little bit more. And there we go. And instead of, shoot, the script's not in this one. Let's see, okay, so for 16, 15, 16, panel 1, side view, William, Lauren, Carter, and Finn around each other in the debriefing room. Carter says, "Good job, guys." Finn, "Yeah, for Rooks, you're not too bad." Okay, so Finn's going to be the younger guy. Carter's going to be the older guy. So, good job, guys. Okay, so on the good job, guys layer, I'm going to grab that, toss that on over here. And before I close it off, This is why I like having the text all on its own layer before it's all merged together. I can manipulate it to where it's, you know, kind of stacked like that, just to see what reads better. Good job, guys. Or, good job, guys. I think this reads a little bit better. And I'll just kind of center it by either doing it right here, bring that on in here. I have more room if I want to add more text or things like that, but it's good to give it like a little bit of breathing space before I merge it down with layer 18, of which I want to duplicate. Let's see if it'll let me. No, I'm at max. Okay. I still want her colors. What I can do is merge her colors with her and just delete it when I'm ready. So I think I'll do that. And it's far enough away from her so I can just select it and delete it. And I can do the same thing with William when I'm ready. Okay, so let me duplicate this because I want to keep that. And then I'm going to merge. You see, before I do that, I want to make sure that this is a decent size. Let's see. I'm going to change the size of this just a little bit. Oops. Oh, that's right, because it's on top of this one. Okay. I was like, why am I just getting the outline? I wasn't. Okay, so good job, guys. And just kind of keep it centered. All right, and then I'm going to merge these together. Now, once they're merged together, you can't edit it. Everything is together. Okay, so good job, guys. And I think I'll move this guy here over here. And we'll just kind of put him here so he can look at her, and it gives me plenty of space to maneuver with this guy here. And then I've got this one, put this one beneath here, turn it on. Yeah, for rooks, y'all aren't so bad. So far, you aren't too bad so far. Okay, so let's okay. So for all those layers where I combined all the text, I'm going to have to like retype them because I won't be able to manipulate them into this white speech balloon. Not like I can right now. Okay, so he's speaking first, so his text should be beneath his. So either, I hate this, because of the way they're placed, I'm going to have to either move the older guy closer to William, because then right now, let me get to the layer. Yeah, So either I'm going to have to put his speech balloon beneath the guy, the older guy, because we don't want to, or I'm going to have to move him completely, which means I can't use the idea where I had him resting his arm on William. So instead of resting his arm on William, I'm going to have him rest his arm on his partner. So I'm going to have to move his partner into his position. You know what? I'm not going to edit his text. This is how he wants it. This is how we're going to get it. Okay. Whoops. I don't want to. When you move the text with the move tool and you make it bigger or smaller, you run the risk of it turning into a non-text layer. Like it'll rasterize it sometimes, depending on how big you are. And if you definitely put a, like say you decide you want them to be at an angle, the words, if you distort it or whatnot like that, like say you just want it kind of be dramatic, it'll turn it into a rastered layer. And then you can't edit it. This is what I mean. It rasterizes your text, but after that, you can't edit it except to make it bigger or smaller. You know, so it's like another picture. There we go. There we go. We're back to text again. And now I can kind of make it bigger or smaller. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to put its placement. Give it enough room to breathe. And then I'm going to merge it down. Now I'm going to wait to put the little tail on there, simply because I am not sure if the tail is going to be like at a different angle or facing towards them. Okay, let's move this guy. I wanted Finn to be a little bit more like kind of rude or whatever. You know, kind of nonchalant and stuff. Okay, so let's move the older guy back. We're going to put him here. And I'll zoom in. Let's see, I could put it here. And put young guy, Finn, over here. And then kind of have his arm rest on the older guy. Or not have that at all. We're supposed to be professionals here. I want Finn to be a little bit more relaxed. Okay, so now his text, I want to put it behind him. This is just one of my things is to... Okay, here's another thing I'm going to run into. Shoot. Now this works okay for a panel, doing like a sentence on each panel. Let's see, the good job guys should be beneath him. And it'll be like right here behind the big guy. There we go. So now it's behind this guy here, and I think for giggles I'm going to go ahead and fill him in. We'll just have another floating head. I'll just do that. Okay. Okay, so like that is kind of what I want to do. And then the tail would be facing, you know, coming towards them. I like it better when the guy was a little bit further back, but what can you do? Okay, alright, so I got that. Next line. Okay, there's another part. Now Carter, which is this guy here, the older guy, poor bastard won't be seeing the light of day too much longer though. So in order for that to work, it would have to either be lower so that it reads like, let's see, so that it reads kind of like this. Okay, so let's do that. Crap, I've already merged that layer. Okay, no worries. Let's go grab another one. Gallery. Oh, shoot. Damn it. Okay, one thing I realized just now, and I can't fix it without having to redo it, is that if it's cut off right here, it's gone forever. Same thing if this was up higher. So now my thought balloon or speech balloon has been tainted. And because I had gone out and come back in, I can't go backwards because my undo arrows are grayed out. I wish they could do something about that. Alright, shoot. And I think that's why some people make multiples of their work. Okay, it's going to be hard to, you know what, it's not going to be that hard. Go to the gallery, I'll get this back. Copy it. Alright. I'll need two of these, so one here. The only thing is that once you start writing text, it creates its own layer. So I have to make sure that I create the circle, create the text, merge, do the circle, create the text, merge. So one at a time. Shoot. So I have to stay away from the edges, because if you put it over here, it's going to be broken. It's okay if it's behind somebody. Make sure your text is in black. Now I got to remember what the size was. Okay, so instead of doing that, I'm going to grab one of these. We'll duplicate that because it's at the right size. And then I'll just edit. Oops. That's what I was trying to do. Y'all aren't too bad so far. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, if it'll let me, I'm going to duplicate that. Yes, okay. And then I'm going to bring this down, and the poor bastard line, I'll read that. Okay. Bring that on top of that. And it still has just, okay, I might need to make this a little bit bigger so it has a little bit more room to breathe. It's not too bad. If I move this out a little bit, the won't will be hanging out. Okay, so all right, good enough for government work. I don't like that it's too close to the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase the size of the speech balloon. And I think what I'll do is I'll probably put William to a little bit further over. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to merge that down. Okay. And I need to keep this next to the older guy. And it needs to stay beneath this one. My alternative is to have my speech balloons more forward. And then I can move William. Let me move William real quick. Yeah, I put the text in here, but I didn't put who's speaking. And I think that's important. It's good when you have the text in, but, and I even have the thumbnails. It just doesn't mesh. Okay, so good job, guys. Yeah, for rooks, you aren't too bad. So I can have his speech balloon either above his head a little bit. Let's see, we'll do that. So, yeah. And his speech balloon needs to merge. Make sure that was his speech balloon. Let's see. Okay, so good job, guys. But if I put it above him, let's see. Let me bring this up here. I don't want to lose it here. So I'm going to have to move this guy further over. That way we can still use his text. Okay, so we got him here. Let's see. Because I don't want the speech balloons to cover up the people. Let's see, so yeah. That way they stay together. Okay. That's not too bad, but again, I run the risk of covering up oh boy here. Let's see. And then there's more text. That's why I kind of like when they have text, that they kind of have more areas outside of where we are. So like right here, let's see. Okay, so it ends with that. All right, so the next ones will be panel 2. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that so much. Okay. Like, this is kind of cool like it is. But I would love to have seen him like an over the shoulder going. Too bad the poor bastard won't be seeing the light of day too much longer though. Like kind of over his shoulder. Like waving goodbye. And that would lead into them leaving. Right here it just jumps right to them leaving. I'm overthinking it. Need to stop. Okay. But I just think that one more panel would be great for this poor bastard. Won't be seeing the light of day too much longer. Let me see. I don't have enough room. Okay. All right, Kim. Less bullshitting, more working. And I don't want this William head anymore because he's no longer looking at old boy, looking at her, looking at, you know, that kind of crap. So, okay, Willie. Let's see, how about we'll delete. And let's see, Let me grab another William head. I like this one. And maybe I might make him smile. Just grab what I need. And do a 3-finger sweep, copy. And flip horizontal. Let's see if I bring this back more. I can put his body in front of this poor bastard line and maybe raise this line up a bit. I'm going to merge this down. Okay, so what I can do is, because I want it to be able to read well. Good job, guys. Yeah, for rooks, y'all aren't too bad so far. I should put like ... so far. And then, but this is not my writing. I can't be just adding shit for folks. Okay, sorry. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Right here. I'm going to move that closer to these guys. Move his head. Over here. And that way his body can overlap the poor bastard line. Maybe. Oops. We'll see. Okay, so let's do his body real quick so I can get it out the way. I kind of had an idea of the pose I wanted to use for him. Yeah, I heavily believe in source images for natural poses and things like that. Things that make you, let's see. So like initially I wanted William to be holding, you know, that way the guy could put his hand on his shoulder. And I like how this guy's kind of relaxed. So I'm thinking either I can use this pose right here, and it'd be kind of flipped so that our boy can kind of rest his hand on his mentor's shoulder, or his partner's shoulder. Yeah, I guess I can make that happen still. And then William, I'll just have him with his hands. Let's see, I don't think I have any. With his hands crossed. Okay. So this is the pose I'm going to use for the two guys. Oops. Alright, so. But if I do that, then it might cover up the thought balloon below. God damn it. I'll move it to the front. Okay, let's do it. Soft brush. No. We'll use this soft brush. And then we'll just keep it low. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to go ahead and Okay, so, okay, we'll hide this poor bastard one. And I think what I'll do is I'll have him kind of doing the same thing with the coffee cup that Lauren was doing. Let's see, I think, let's see. Kind of like this right here. Like she was pointing at him. I'm going to take her coffee cup. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if it'll let me. There it is. And then I can use these tones here on his face. But in the meantime, we'll just kind of copy the colors that are in this neck of the woods. Oops. Switch brush. Oops. There we go. And just kind of smudge some of this in here. I'm going to use a little bit of this lighter tone. And maybe just a little bit darker. Now, I'm thinking maybe I want to change his cup. Nah, we'll keep the same cup. We'll say that this place has the best coffee in town. But this time on his cup, I think I want to see a brand. Oh, and I apologize. I have not been in the chat. There we go. All right. No worries. Nobody else has either. Ah. Yeah, as much as I plan and plan and plan, I gotta remember to stay flexible to the plan. It's like, what's more important? Um, and the most important thing is to tell the story. And if possible, try to stay true to what the artist or writer wanted. Oops. And I think because he's an older guy, I'm going to give him a little bit more skin texture, even though it's not going to be very noticeable. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this character, let's see. Let's go ahead and get his outfit in. I kind of like the idea that he might be wearing a sweater. Not everybody's an outdoor cat. Not everybody's got style. Let's see. Erase more of this coffee. Why do I feel like that's not the right brush? Yeah, that's the right brush. Okay. Alright, so let's give him maybe a light blue shirt. Maybe gray because he's, I don't know, older. I don't know. Let's see. Just to make a little different, not everybody's wearing a white shirt, maybe like an off-white shirt. Let's see. Let's see, how about a tie? Like right here. No, a little bit higher up. I'm thinking maybe throwing a pattern on here. Let's see, we won't see that much of the tie though. Give him like a V-neck. And I wonder, let's see, it's got like that gray tone. We'll see what he'd look good with. He could have gone with anything. Yeah, I don't have a color scheme for these guys. Let's see. We want to keep it kind of dark and neutral. We'll use a darker blue. And it's black. We'll give him that burgundy. We'll give it like a deep dark burgundy. Okay, let's see. But I think I want it more blue than burgundy. Maybe purple. Yeah, that's good. And then maybe with that gray. Let's see. I wonder, can I shoot? Because I'm not going to remember those colors. Give me one quick second. Need to go and actually no, I don't. I'll stay on this one. Merge these together, and then for him, just make it quick. Oops. Okay, so it'll be that color with the cable knit. Let's see, what's it called? Yeah, cable knit one. Oops. Now I'm writing this in because I want to keep it on the same layer. And if I have to draw this guy again, I'll know what colors I need to use. Okay. Let's see. Shoot, I gotta get going. Okay, for those of you who are just joining me, I pretty much did a 160 on these, this particular original design that I had, my thumbnails, because of the text. If I want this guy in the center here to say more, I need to give him more room to say things. And also how to read them. Depending on how I had it before, the young guy would have been speaking first, and that's not right. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick replay and show you what I had initially to where we got to just now. Alrighty, and I'll be back in 2 shakes. So you see how I had the young guy right there, but then I started looking at the text that he has to say, and it comes after the older guy. So when I do the thumbnails, I need to really pay attention to who's speaking first and throw their text in there along with the thumbnail, instead of text first then come back and thumbnail, because I ended up having to recondition the wheel here, retread the wheel in order to make everything fit. It's not a bad thing to be flexible like that, but I just, it's taking me a bit to do that, and it probably wouldn't have been as long. Plus, I spent like a couple hours this morning trying to decide how I want to design these characters. But from here, once I have an idea of what I want to do, it gets a lot easier. Okay, you guys, I have to get going, but I will be finishing this up, and hopefully I'll have to go through and just redo the wheel on everybody. And I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more interesting than just like working on panels. And then maybe I can figure out why I'm having such a hard time with this one right here. Because the text makes it sound like they're really like, we made it, finally. But I don't feel that, when I look at them at a distance. I don't feel their excitement. I just feel them just a little people among the crowd, which it should be, because they're just little guys in a big pond. The world does not revolve around them, and I want the world to seem busy and lively, but I also want to capture their feeling. So it just depends on how I can make this work in my favor. I think I'll keep going in the direction that I've got it, because upcoming panels support their feelings. So we'll just kind of make this one into the establishing shot that it's meant to be. Alright, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Comic making angst. Gotta love it. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.